Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for joining. Um, this session is recorded because we'll be sharing with our other community members. And so let's also know that our questions will be answered today, but you can always send in questions to the WhatsApp group. And also the community manager will actually help you navigate other previous sessions that were recorded as well if you need them. So today we'll be discussing more on our immune boosting foods for kids, but more importantly, I will be sharing more on how we can also manage our meal preparation for the family and giving some tips for us all to use. At the end of today, you should be able to identify ways to help your family achieve healthy nutrition lifestyle and also gain confidence. I mean, self-efficacy and how skilled you are to prepare meals for a sustainable, healthy dietary lifestyle. So welcome to the new community members. I really appreciate. I know we are up to 92 now on the page. Thank you so much. I'll be introducing the community manager again for people that don't know him. But before then, let's also remind ourselves about well-being matters. Why do we call it well-being matters? It's beyond just our physical and emotional well-being, but more of it is the social interaction. And that's why we have the accountability group, where we want to ensure that we are supporting each other like we can do it. The word is we, and healthy lifestyle is important for us, not just as a diet, but as a daily routine for us. And also, we know that the definition for health goes beyond physical, it encompasses mental, social, and even emotional well-being, and that's the mental health, cognitive aspect of our health. So just to remind us, it's not just the absence of illness or we are not feeling feverish. It's more of you being healthy overall and also achieving your optimal health, and we're here for you. So today I want to remind us that we are going to jog our memory, put that in the chat. What is a food group? The usual community members that attend the trivia Thursday should know a food group. But for the new members, I also want to make this a refresher. So what is a food group? Put it in the chat and let me see your answers. I'm so glad new members are joining. And also the attendees are increasing. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm here to see the chat. The community manager will actually handle the chat for us. And so just put in the chat, what is a food group? If you don't know, just say, please teach, or just say teach. Yeah, thank you. And this is a good time to introduce Mr. Ife. Can you unmute and just talk about yourself so they know that you are not a ghost on the chat box with them? Can you just say something? I'm joking. Pardon me. Please just say something. Yeah. Mr. Ife, we're waiting for you. Just say hello to the group. Did I mute you? Let's continue. I guess it's possibly network. Okay. Anyways, a food group is actually something we are all going to be working with for today's session, because today is about how to build our children's immunity. And we can't talk about food meals for kids without understanding the basics of what a food group is. Okay, I can see some chat. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Victoria. She said food group is a classification or characteristics of food. Yeah, that's a pass, but According to USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, food group means that these are the six classification of the food items we have anywhere in the world. The different food that we have can be categorized into six food groups, and where we have the meat, um, which is under the protein. You have the fish, you have the legumes, they're under protein giving foods. We have the vegetables, we have the fruits, we have the grains, we have the dairy. And so I will talk more on that, but this picture is just showing us how food group should look like, the different food items for food group on my plate. So my plate is something I use for most of my clients and coaching sessions. We review their my plate guide of their different meals at every physiological stage or unique life stage they have, maybe for the children or for the mothers. We try to use what is accessible to them to build their meal plans and also to coach them to achieve a healthy dietary lifestyle. So you can take a picture of this on your screen, or as well, I will send it to you after today's session, the slides. Okay. So most of our community members mentioned that these are the goals. From most of them, we have our goal is to maintain a healthy weight, staying hydrated, and that's why we're doing the water intake challenge. It's a feedback from our community members where they said, oh, we want an interactive activity, and based on the poll that was voted, most people mentioned they want to go on the water intake challenge instead of the fruit challenge. And this is a good one to start with because of financial status. I think based on the income structure every one of us fall into, we should be able to achieve water intake daily. I mean, so other people also mention, oh, I want to be able to achieve managing my healthy lifestyle, especially with health conditions and other things that have been mentioned and missed us. So we also have some goals on discussion on their sugar levels. And so this point and aim of nutrition goal is an aggregate of most of our community members discussion and also need. So if you're yet to fill the form as an official community member, please feel that we use that to plan our sessions. And also we also look out for feedback among our community members to tell them what to do and also to help bring expert professionals to coach us all and also share their insights. So today we are looking at healthy eating for the new community members. For you to say you have a healthy pattern or a habit that you're consistent with, it should be a habit that's been engaged in for over 12 weeks. And 12 weeks is 3 months where you're doing something consistently. Either you're staying hydrated, you're eating healthy, and not just trying to do detox or you're just doing clean eating, which we don't have research evidence on clean eating and the trends we have on social media, the fad diet. But what we know in research is that when you are consistent with a particular habit for over 12 weeks, we can say that you have achieved or you've been able to sustain that pattern. For instance, healthy lifestyle. Healthy eating is a lifestyle and not a diet. Don't forget. So for you to be able to achieve healthy meals on your plate using the My Plate guide of more than 4 food groups on your plate, the rainbow colors, you should be able to have incorporated different food groups on your plate. And also you should be able to say you're consistent with eating healthy meals on your plate. So let's move on to preparation. When we talk about meal types for your kids, today you can see we are not just showing you take this food and take this food. No, I want to share knowledge to empower you that when you are looking at meals for yourself, for your kids, it should be meals that can meet their health need. So one, Having a recipe that is accessible to your family wherever you are should also include that these food items, I'm checking the ingredients, I'm checking my preparation method to ensure that nutrient is retained after preparation. Preparation can be either cooking, you're boiling, or you're grilling, but more importantly, you're trying to achieve nutrient retention in your food. You look at sodium content, the saturated fat. Most times, the food we cook at home should not have trans fats, except you're buying a packaged food product to prepare. If you're cooking from the scratch, you're cooking your fresh produce, your onions, you're chopping your ginger, your garlic, you're including lettuce, you're including carrots, red bell peppers. Those are food from the scratch. When I mean they are produce that are accessible to you as either a mom or a dad or the primary caregiver in your home to prepare for your children. So most of this food should not have trans fat, but sometimes the kind of oil we use might be that you have saturated fat in your food, or the sodium content, or the added sugar, sometimes of packaged food. It should be watched out. Mostly canned foods should not be something you use for your kiddos or your children, because most of canned foods, the one in can that you just open, have high sodium content already, which is not healthy. It's detrimental to our health. So for you and also your children, I would advise that you put more of seasonings, natural herbs in your food. And this is also good for you as an adult. An adult should know that eating food that does not have a lot of bouillon cubes, we call it Maggi from where I'm from, bouillon cubes, or the seasonings or soy sauce, those ones that have high sodium content should be reduced at all costs, please, because your cardiac health, or when I mean cardiac health, proning or risks of health disease is something to watch out for. So use natural herbs and spices, and watch out for the recipe booklet I will be sharing on the group. For our community members, we are working on a recipe booklet. I already talked about the guide that was shared on the group, but this booklet will also itemize food, healthy recipes for you to use as a guide, and we'll have the recipe ingredient as well as the measuring parts, or the measuring cups that you can use to prepare these meals. So for your children, please ensure you're accommodating their physiological need. Someone on the group was mentioning to me that we should provide alternative to the Western food items we have. So if you are from Nigeria, or you have an Asian heritage or culture, please let me know whenever we are recommending some food items on the group, so that we can consider your cultural background and be sensitive to the kind of foods we recommend or we say you should use as a guide for your family members. So more on it, your preparation matters a lot. How do you prepare your beef? How do you prepare your chicken? A lot of us don't think of cross-contamination for our food. If you're washing your plates or you're trying to use the dishwasher, ensure that you have actually prep or clean ahead the food that have been in contact with the raw fish or raw beef. When I mean raw fish and raw protein, let's say the shrimps, ensure they are well cooked, and the bowls you are using for them is not mixed for your kids, because these are the risks where children are getting stomach bugs, and you're not even aware that this can also contaminate your food, your own food and your children's food. Also, sleep hygiene is important when you're trying to ensure your kids have good immunity. A lot of us including me, we are not keeping up with our sleep routines for our kids. or you are also not ensuring reduced screen time for your kids. So when I'm talking about food, like I mentioned, we are not just saying when your children eat well, they will have that immune boosting ability in their body. No, I'm saying that these are ways you can ensure that your children are well nourished. And also, like I mentioned, the food groups, the my plate guide I showed earlier, the grains, the vegetables that also root and tubers are part of. In West Africa, I'm putting this root and tuber especially because of the potatoes, the yam, the cocoyam, the meat and its products is the beef. Some people eat sausages, the pork sausage and also hot dogs, but be careful of those ones because research has shown that some of these processed meats have some carcinogens in them. I'm not saying throw everything away, but moderation is key. And if you know any of your children has a particular health condition, please just try and eat all foods. When I mean all food, the fresh produce from farm should be prioritized for your kids. Fruit and vegetables, your kids should always have a minimum of 2 fruits on their plate with whatsoever food they're eating, please, because you don't want to be giving your kids supplements all the time, immune boosting supplements, immune boosting electrolytes. No, if you're eating well and you have this family guide I shared on the page, please, you can achieve immune boosting lifestyle for your kids if you are ensuring that their plate has food that can meet up their dietary needs. And how do you ensure that? The rainbow colors. You're giving them food that can meet up with my plate guideline, like I used to teach on the group. And also sources of protein, chicken, milk, egg, quinoa, peanuts, garbanzo, chickpeas. Garbanzo are also very good. I mean, because from my own experience, my daughter really like to pick some food out. So the garbanzo beans is big. I think it's something that you can also use to engage them, especially in your vegetable salads, and also boiled and sliced eggs. You can put that in there as source of protein because kids need more protein. Yes, they need the carbs, like I mentioned, the grain, rice, and every other thing, their bread, but try as much as possible to incorporate more protein into their meals. For milk, for toddlers, please ensure they are having at least 16 ounces of milk every day for your kids. I mean, the toddlers moving to preschool age. But if you know that you can't afford to get milk, if you are in Nigeria, or also for people that maybe their SNAP benefits are being cut off or reduced, please try and incorporate other sources of protein such as eggs, peanuts, butter is also from peanuts. Please just incorporate it in the food they eat. And if you want me to send you guide on how to prepare these meals, I'll be sharing some videos I recommend. I've seen them where they have made those food and you can easily use the guide in the videos. For general tips, because of our time, I'm looking at it. We should not skip meals for our kids. Please don't. Don't skip meals for your children. If you are on a diet plan or you're seeing a dietitian and you have your own restricted dietary intake, please, for your children, don't skip their meals, their breakfast, lunch, and dinner, their in-between snacks, a minimum of um 4 different meals, please, especially for toddlers. Most of them are trying to assert their will now. So if you know that they are not eating, I hear people say picky eaters. When you don't ensure consistency and have a routine for your kids or your children's food, they tend to be picky eaters because then they're like, if I say no, my mom will not bored, she would just give me the food. Or you're a primary caregiver as the father and you're seeing your children trying to tell you, I don't want to eat at this. Please offer them healthy snacks, bananas, put that together, mix it with avocado, or even they can dip let's say fries in peanuts and eat. These are things that can help you out. Don't skip meals for your children. Please add more snacking, healthy snacks, and drinks, meals in between during the weeks of weekend. It's summertime. Please ensure they are well hydrated. It's hot, and if you're in a place in the tropical region, please ensure that they are well kitted. I mean, they dress well to avoid them being exposed to pneumonia. Also, unintentional weight loss for your children. It's a concern if you are not giving them enough meal that they need for their dietary intake. Children are building tissue. Their body needs a lot of protein for growth and development. Under five children are really at risk if they are not meeting up to their protein needs and their energy needs. That's why you have the issue of stunting, underweight, or wasting. If you want to know more about that, I will need to actually have a coaching session with you on wasting, because that is going to be looking at your children's weight and height and the likes. And I'm not a licensed dietitian yet, but I can coach you to meet up your goals of maybe weight addition and the likes. So the picture here is telling a story about what are the things you have to look for in packaged foods. I mean, sometimes as moms or dads, you're busy or you're trying to get a snack idea. What you should look out for, this is the um food label of a particular food item. I think the picture is the outshine, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking at this food item, the nutrition fact. Do you know how to read the labels? What are the things you need to look out for? So for this is a fruit smoothie option, but it's frozen, and then it has less than 2% dietary fiber for your food. Saturated fat is zero, total fat is zero. It's mostly because it's made up of watermelon, okay, strawberry, tangerine, and raspberry. So it's made from real fruit as popsicles for children. And this is also an healthy option of samosa that I got from the store, I think Trader Joe's. So these food items can also help you when you're trying to look at healthy snacking for your kids. So you should not just think about, I want to make all the food for my children from the scratch. Sometimes it's not achievable. You need to also look out for healthy options from the store to pick out, but ensure that this food meets the standard of healthy meals that we've been talking about. And also, sometimes you need to indulge your kids for a treat. You're rewarding them for some things they've done, or you're just going on a vacation or family time. You need sometimes to incorporate food from the store, please. You can't always do everything from the scratch. For fruit juices, I would say you should watch out. Kids should not be taking caffeine. I don't think your kiddo should be exposed to coffee, please. And also, soda is not recommended for kids. Fruit juices are good, but watch out for the glycemic index. Now in the US, things are really coming up and being diagnosed with pre-diabetes, some diabetics, being diagnosed at that young age, even teens. Their risk exposure has been from their childhood days. So please watch out for juices. They should not be taking that for their brain functioning. Sugar is not friendly for children, talk less of adults. So please, and if you are trying to do smoothie, ensure that the smoothie you are giving them has Greek yogurt, has other sources of food with nutrients, not just the watermelon and pineapple drinks alone. That will give sugar rush. Then the children might be hyperactive. Use dates or even honey as sweeteners. Yes, people say don't use sugar, but even dates and honey has sugar content in them. So use them sparingly if you need to sweeten maybe porridge or pap or things for your kids. Please use them sparingly. Um, for water intake, yes, our water intake challenge is still ongoing. If you are yet to participate, today is day 13. We literally have few days to the end of it. We are halfway. But please, drinking water can be fun for you and your children. Your kids can also drink water. You can add flavors to them. Berries, orange, lime is something you can just slide and put it in a water bottle. Then it makes the children like the taste and also give that chills of, okay, this is something I love, even though it's not soda or a sweetened beverage. Also be intentional about your own water intake this summer period. And also, even if you're in an environment that it's raining, you still need water. Cold weathers can make us feel, oh, I don't need water, but you do need that water for hydration, proper functioning of your kidneys, and also to help you flush toxins. Have anybody experienced constant headache, not really migraine, and then you drink water and you feel refreshed? It is because you're dehydrated, and that can lead to mild confusion or even tiredness. So adequate hydration can help you. It relaxes your body. Please drink water and set alarms, set reminders. For me, if I'm working a lot and then I realize that am I just being cranky or I'm not happy, I drink water. Not because water will solve all the problem in the world, but it's actually help you to calm down. And you can count and be like, okay, let me drink water. So I'm just doing this as a form of encouragement for people that are engaging in the water intake challenge. Please drink water. Fact for me, I would say I put this picture here as a recommendation for whole grain cooking recommendation for your family. You can get it in the store, but if you can't, you can also bake. If you have that access or time frame, please bake, do cookies for your family, use whole wheat, use oatmeal flour. That will help. But junk food is not cheaper for you or your kids. The cost is not abstract. The reason why I put this is that, or you're going to fast food, going to cafeteria a lot, eating, you're not sure about the cooking method. You are not sure about the sodium level. And one thing about food ingredients is that it can lead to increased supply of a lot of toxins that you don't need. An example is a time where I was just traveling. I think that was about 4 years ago. I had no time to prepare food for myself. That was before I even got married. I had food poisoning that led to sepsis. And then I was like, I said, well, how would I get sepsis? I was diagnosed and I was told that, oh, what are the things that could expose you? They mentioned maybe if you are having unprotected sex or you are having things that maybe wound and that is exposed. And before you know it, by the time they come back to, okay, or maybe it's food poisoning, you had maybe a food infection from someone, like, how do you cook your food? I'm like, well, I've not cooked in a while. For over a month, I've not cooked. And the doctor was like, it might be from your food. You see, eating out is risky. It might be cheap in terms of time, but the cost is not abstract. The cost is your health investment. The cost is like, what are your children getting at the end of the day? The cost is the family bonding time your children are missing from them seeing you cook or prepare their meals. Food cost goes beyond what you're seeing now. Oh, I don't have time to chop. I don't have time to do this. You can get healthy sources of food. Also, for the moms, this is also applicable for fathers, please. You can ask for help. But more importantly, I know in this time and age, feminists are saying we don't want to be the only one preparing food. But as a mom, please be proud of this journey. Be proud of, oh, you're taking care of your household, you're a homemaker. But if you are overwhelmed, ask for help. Call a family member or a friend that can support you, or even just you need engagement or social interaction to help you relieve all the stress. Please do. Goal of your family meals or preparation is harmony and peace, not necessarily balance. You say you want to have it all at the same time. No, please share burdens. I know some men don't like being in the kitchen, but cooking is a basic life skill. We need to raise both boys and girls on how to cook. and eating healthy is not an option. It is a priority. So share burdens with your husband. Those that don't know how to cook, teach them how to cook the food. And if you have trust issue as a woman of saying, I'm not sure this person will cook the food very well, please eat it with love. The next time, by the time you know that this person is not cooking well, you teach the person, oh, do this, don't do this, do this. They improve on it. They improve on the job. And you need community. And that's why we have the Wellbeing Matters community. We want mothers to be able to say that, oh, I feel so tired today. I don't even know if I can do that. Something like, remember that your health and your family's health is important to you. You need to support them. So these are the things we look out for: community, support group, and wind down. Family time is important. Very, very important. I know I've been rambling. Please, if you have questions, share in the comment section, or you can also unmute to talk. Um, any other thing? Next a month, we have our breastfeeding month in August, and then we have two guests for September. But breastfeeding month every Saturday, guys, mommies, daddies, aunties, uncles, every Saturday. Come and hear from our expert guest. This is not just about breastfeeding, it's about why we need to support new moms in breastfeeding, why we need to support people going through postpartum issue. Postpartum depression is real. Please, please, please come and cheer our mothers up in actually participating in the session and getting value and how to support moms. Or even you have your fiance, your girlfriends, and you're like, I don't even know what motherhood is about. Please, you can listen and get some insight into how to support mothers postpartum. And in September and October, we'll be bringing more expert guests to talk to us on healthy lifestyle for diabetes, and we'll also be talking about ulcer care, how to manage it even with food. I mean, this community is for us, and we should always be ready to learn from each other. So here is the review from previous session. I know these people actually told me I can share their reviews on the value they've gained. So today, in one word or in two words, share with me what you have learned, please. In one word, when I mean one word, one sentence or two sentences, what have you gained? I can always go back to the slide if you think you need something, but questions, questions, questions now. Thank you. I hope I was not talking to myself. People are online. If you have questions, signify. Um, I will be sharing the recipe booklet soon. So I know people are like, oh, we want to see what she will say we should do and put in our food, but this is the basic. The other things I'll be sharing with you, trust me, is just the different food options. It's not like you don't know what to eat or what you are going to work with. But see, I'll be sharing information like this, your Monday breakfast, school lunch you can give your kiddos. But this is the basic first. This is the basic of any meals you need to prepare. And that was why I said you should know the basic, like recipe for Monday, for Tuesday, you will be getting that. But more importantly, ask questions now. Or you need resources for me to share, I can refer you to food banks if you think you need that. Um, guys, this is coming to your inbox very soon. Any question? We have some minutes before 3:30 or 4 p.m. Any question? No, okay. Stop recording in progress. Mm. If you have questions, please ask me before we go, or give suggestion if you have any question, guys. No question. Silence means no question. All right, I'll ask question. Um, Miss Victoria, can you share one or two lessons you've gained today before we go? Ask to unmute. Okay. We all are busy. Okay. If there is no question for today, we'll see next 2 weeks, and that will be our breastfeeding month. YouTube live. Oh, I will share here. Awesome. Please share. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you can type. Yeah, thank you. I know you're typing. Awesome. Prioritizing emotional well-being involves recognizing and managing your emotions, building strong relationships, and practicing self-care to cultivate a positive and resilient. Awesome. Awesome. This is Mrs. Adeyemo. Yes. Awesome. 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 What else did you learn today? Um, Dr. Asowata, what did you learn from our session? Mrs. Titi Lokbe, we're about to round off so that next time we come, we can build on this. And like I mentioned, watch out for the recipe booklets we'll be sharing for meal ideas, but exclusively for nutrition community at the Wellbeing Matters. Oh, I'll be what Faber smoothie that supply only simple sugars for kids. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, awesome. This is great. You see, I am so, so thankful that we know that this is really important this time because it's not just about the cooking, it's about we knowing that the food we give our kids is an investment for their health and not just we just saying, oh, I know what to do or I don't know what to do. So thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else do you want to share with us? If there's no other comment, I think we'll call it a night wherever you are or a day for me. Thank you all for joining. Till next 2 weeks, please watch out. We'll be live streaming on YouTube for that. So watch out for that. Thank you. The breastfeeding. Oh, not skipping meals for the kids. Awesome. Yes. Don't skip meals for the kids. It's so important. It is very important. Thank you. Mm-hmm. 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 Awesome. 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 So, if there's any other thing, let me know. What else do we want to learn today? Please, is there any other questions you would like to know? Is there any other information you'd like me to teach on next week? Is there any other information for next week? We will be sharing more on the guests that will be coming, but if at all, I'll be sending slides to everyone that we have their email address. So watch out for the email. The community manager will send the email out. But like I said, don't skip meals for your kids. They don't need to watch their weight. And the smoothies for children is not important. So add more of yogurt, quinoa, chicken. Protein is really, really important for their growth. Comparing that to how to achieve a healthy lifestyle amidst us. So thank you till next time. It's about 3:30. Like I said, if there's any other, okay, introduction to complementary feeding, how to introduce sugar sparingly to their meals. Okay, we will consider that also in the next series. Thank you. If you have any suggestion, please let us know. Oh, I can see a new member joining almost up. Mrs. Is that Adeniji? I know her. No, Mrs. Adedayo Afolabi. Yeah. Well, the name I'm saying is Oluwagomisola Adeniji. Sorry. Okay, thank you for joining this afternoon. So, if there's any other topic you would like me to address, okay, introducing complementary feeding, okay, introducing sugar sparingly in their meals, that is very important. Like I said, sugar is not needed because every food we eat at the end of the day comes down to sugar. But for kids, their taste bud and palate, they need to learn how to enjoy their food at first, abeg, so that they can eat the food. Do you get what I mean? So please, I will be teaching us on how to use dates and also honey sparingly for those kids, for them to enjoy their food. But more importantly, sugar can still be used, but I prefer dates. I prefer dates to be used. I prefer dates. Um, I will be here till 3:30. I will end the call 3:30. If there's any idea that is coming to your head, okay, what else should we talk about? Please drop it in the chat, and then I will end the call 3:30. And till next time, we'll talk more on how to support new moms. I know we are talking about complementary feeding. Oh, my child is not eating. What do you give the child? Is the child enjoying the meal? For me, I don't want to start talking too much now, but you can give your children your African food. You don't necessarily have to buy Nutri-Mom or buy Nutri-Bump or buy Nutri-Kinikon. Your amala, your eba, in a way that you will prepare it and these children will love it. It's very easy. We'll be sharing more. Yes. So thank you for mentioning the introduction to complementary feeding. So on the WhatsApp community page, we have the breastfeeding mom group. Yesterday I shared a video there. If you know you are not on the breastfeeding mom group, please request to join because I want to focus more on that breastfeeding mom group to teach them introduction to complementary feeding. So Miss Victoria, kindly ask me to approve your request on that group. Thank you. I will add you to that group. And okay, please emphasis on not introducing honey to kids less than 1 year. Yes, thank you. That's what I said. Thank you so much, Mrs. Adeyemo. Don't give honey to children less than 1 year. Give them your natural food. Even sugar is not needed. You see, cake, I avoided it for my 1 year old. Oh, she's no more 1 year, she's a toddler. I avoided it. Anything with sugar because it can affect their acceptance of new meals because we are just introducing solid to them. So anything with sugar or honey, please, for complementary feeding less than 1 year is not advisable and is not even recommended. Please don't give children that. So 2 minutes to the end of our call. I'm with you for the next 2 minutes. Like I said, I stopped sharing the slide, but we'll be sending the slide out to the registered members. So if you are yet to register, let me share you the registration link and please register to get the email. If not, I don't know how best to reach out with the slide because I don't believe WhatsApp is an official communication. It's there for us to give updates, but for our community members to be accountable for everyone on the group, please be an official member by registering with us. Let me send the link. Um, Let me send the link again. My baby is calling me. Just a minute. The young woman need me. Okay. Here's the form. Kindly fill the form. If you know you want to get the slides from me, please fill the form, because without you being on the group, the email cannot go out to you. Till next 2 weeks, we meet again. Bye-bye. Thank you.